Yeah, good morning, everyone. So we saw yesterday US market correcting. The all the regional banks over there corrected sharply, including PacWest, which came off by almost 50%. So that was a concern which brought down the overall market. But futures of the US market are positive, mainly driven by the good results from Apple, which came after market hours. And Apple share is up by around 2.5%. As such, future in the US market is positive, as Apple has very large weightage. Apart from that, Asian market are more of a flattish, marginal up and down. And in commodity, oil is more of a flattish, but iron ore and steel are seeing large corrections. Iron ore is down by around 3.5%, and steel is down by around 2.5% in China market. in the morning. So overall, since yesterday we saw a very good sharp reversal of day before yesterday trade and saw a great gain, whereas international market are not so positive. So we see some profit booking at the higher level today. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday Nifty managed to close above important resistance level that's come around 18,220 to 40 level, and yesterday closed above that comfortably. So we expect some positive momentum towards 18,370, in upside. In intraday, immediate support place around 18,170 at downside, and next major support place 18,100. So we expect a flattish note open today, witness to sideways during the day. If Nifty break intraday 18,170, 180 level, then we expect some profit booking in downside. But otherwise, it's sustained between the 18 300, 340 level and 200 at downside. Bank Nifty also comfortably close above the important resistance level. So we expect further rally towards 44 890 and 44,000 in upside. First support place around 44 300 270 at downside, 43 350 at downside. To expect both index trading in upper range, it's managed to sustain a weekly close above this important resistance level. Then we expect further next week rally towards Nifty 18,400 plus and Bank Nifty 44,200 and 500 upside. Nifty Finance also close above the important levels and managed to sustain this level, that is 19,450, and close above that level. To expect next immediate resistance place 19,570, 19,670, and first support place around 19,280. Stock specific, Mahindra Finance also looks positive. Chola Finance also look positive at current level. We already given a call in PNB Housing. We expect some positive momentum in PNB Housing towards 510 next target, and support place around 482. SDFC MC also looks positive at current level. We saw that last few trading sessions showing the some positive trend, and we expect some momentum in SDFC MC towards 1900. Support place around 1790, 1780 at downside. Grasim also looks positive at current level. We also give call in Grasim yesterday. We expect some positive momentum in Grasim towards 1800, and support place around 1790, 1720. That's just for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So on the derivatives front, as I said yesterday also that the market trend is positive and we should hold a long positions for the further upside to 18,250 level. Now, as I said yesterday that at 18,300 strike, the call rider portion on monthly basis is very much high. So it need to get clearance of 18,300 level. So today or next for next 1 to 2 trading session, now if Nifty on the spot basis goes above 18,300 level, then only we will create new long position on the index front. stock specific front, we are still seeing that the market trend is positive, and we should hold the long position and can further create new long positions on the stock specific front. While on the downside, we are seeing that the put writer positions got added heavily at 18,200 strike. Almost 7 million position of put writer got added in yesterday trading session. So on the overall OI basis, we are seeing that the put writers are more heavier than the call writers. So we should hold the long positions and can create further new long position above 18,300 level. Once it get clearance of that resistance level, the next level, the positions where it will get shifted would be towards the 18,500 to 18,600 level. So almost above 18,300 level, we will see around 200 to 300 point movement on the upper front, but it need to get clearance about that level. While India VIX also decreased in yesterday's session also, so hold a long position because from the India VIX and PCR OI also we are seeing that the strength is positive currently in the market. Once if PCR goes below 0.98 level in coming trading session, while yesterday closed at 1.25 level, if it goes below 0.98 level, then only we should book some profit and should wait for the new further profit booking rally in the market. As per the stock specific and sectoral specific, we expect BPCL looks positive. Chambal Fertilizer also looks positive. From last three trading session, we are recommending this counter, and this counter has shown some great rally. So we expect further strength in Chambal Fertilizer. Another counter which looks positive for today's trading session would be Concor and Nalco, National Aluminium. These two counter has shown some strong short covering rally in last two trading sessions. So we expect the fresh long to be converted very soon in these two counters. That's it from the derivative front. Thank you.
Good morning. Among the results, J&K Bank posted a good set of numbers. Primarily, profit increased to 476 crores versus 312 crores in previous quarter, 360 crores year on year. So this increase was led by provision write-backs. Also on asset quality side, it has improved significantly. The net NPA has come down to 1.6% versus 2.1% in December quarter, and loan growth also remains above system level at 17% year on year and 6% quarter on quarter. Stock is still available cheap at 0.7 times price to adjusted book value. So we remain positive on J&K Bank. HDFC Limited result is above expectation. Although AUM growth has slowed down a bit to 11% year on year and 3% quarter on quarter. But if we look at individual loan book, that remains strong at 17% year on year. Net interest margin improved marginally by 10 basis points to 3.6%. Asset quality was stable and we remain positive. Aptus Value Housing Finance result has improved. All round stable set of numbers posted. If we look at Aavas, Home First, and Aptus, all have given like similar kind of AUM growth of even in case of Aptus 30% year on year growth in loan book and 7% quarter on quarter. And similar kind of increase have been seen in the net interest income and profits as well. Net NPA also continues to decline to 0.9% now. And we remain positive. This stock looks like a 25 to 30% compounding stock. Lastly, 361 Wealth Management, which is IIFL Wealth, that result has declined. Revenue declined 1% sequentially and 13% year on year, led mainly by the broking business. On the other hand, operating expenditure increased 7% quarter on quarter. So that's why the profit declined by 10% sequentially. Total AUM was flat quarter on quarter. Distribution and AMC AUM was flat, while broking assets declined by around 1%. So overall, tepid set of numbers. I don't expect any movement in 361. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. JSW Steel has cut its HRC prices by around 2,000 to 2,500 rupees per ton. Chinese domestic prices have fallen 9% in a month. And with that, landed imports were 1% cheaper. And this has led the company to a steeper price cut than expected. We can expect other steel companies such as Tata Steel, SAIL, and Jindal Steel also to see a price cut for its HRC prices. So overall, this is negative for steel companies. Thank you.
Good morning. CI Tires announced its result. The result was ahead of expectation. Revenue came in at 2,727 crores as against an expectation of 2,592 crores, which grew by 5% sequentially and 11% on a YOY basis. EBITDA margin came in at 12.8% versus an expectation of 10.4%, which was better than expected. Growth during the year was largely driven by OEMs and specialty and passenger category tires. On exports, CEAT continues to face pressure as a result of the global economic headwinds, largely spurred by the ongoing war and currency devaluation. However, the company has begun to see some recovery in exports and the replacement market, especially in the commercial category. The company expects to witness further growth in the coming quarters with commodity prices stabilizing and slowdown in global inflation. The drop in raw material prices and maintaining product realization helped in the expansion of gross margins and EBITDA margins by around 422 basis points during the quarter. The actual overall capex for the year was close to 900 crores, in line with their plan that they managed to largely fund through internal accruals. The stock is trading at a PE of 17.5 times FY24 EPS. Hero MotoCorp announced its result. The result was ahead of expectation. Revenue came in at 8,307 crores versus an expectation of 8,241 crores, which grew by 3% sequentially and 12% on a YOY basis. EBITDA margin came in at 13% versus an expectation of 12%, reflecting an improvement of 190 basis points on a year-on-year basis, driven by lower commodity costs, higher savings, and judicious price increases. In the coming fiscal year, the company has lined up a slew of product launches in different segments with an aim to strengthen their premium portfolio as well as premiumization of existing models. Hero is accelerating their EV rollout with plans to be in 100 cities within this calendar year. The company declared a final dividend of rupees 35 per share, taking the total dividend for FY23 to rupees 100. The stock is trading at a PE of 14.5 times FY24 EPS. TVS Motor announced its result. The result was in line with expectation. Revenue came in at 6,605 crores versus an expectation of 6,612 crores, which was flat sequentially but grew by 19% on a YOY basis. Volume declined by 1.3% sequentially due to challenges associated with the export markets, while the realization improved by 2% sequentially on the back of mix improvement and price hikes. Gross margin improved by 10 basis points sequentially and 80 basis points on a YOY basis to 24.6%. EBITDA margin came in at 10.3%, which was in line with expectation. Overall, on the demand front, the management sounded hopeful of a recovery in the rural markets going ahead amid rising income levels and improving sentiments, while the urban and semi-urban markets continue to remain strong. For the export markets, the management indicated that the worst is over and demand is expected to recover from second half of FY24. However, TVS outperformed the industry in the challenging export markets in the fourth quarter of FY23. TVS reported 33,000 units of iQube sales in quarter 4. The company will launch an electric three-wheeler in FY24. New launches in the EV two-wheeler space will happen in the next 9 to 15 months. The company is also aiming to get into international markets with its EV products. The stock is trading at a PE of 28.8 times FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Abba came up with the number and just a second. Yeah, sorry. Dabur came up with the number. The results were below expectations. Mainly, the EBITDA margin came off sharply. EBITDA margin came in at 15.3% versus expectation of 17.2% and last quarter 20%. This is mainly due to some one-off in the other expenses. Gross margin remained stable quarter on quarter and year on year. So as such, nothing one-off should be there in the other expenses. Apart from that, Dabur is gaining market share, though Dabur is dependent more on rural economy, which is right now is not showing any great sign, and even in some category they are showing negative growth. But quite possible that this can turn its corner, and rural may start showing reasonable performance in coming period. And in that case, the tower can perform. But in short term, the stock is likely to remain more of a sideways. Then United Breweries has reported declining set of numbers. Margins came off very sharply, and also the sales were lower than expected. Sales came in at 2875 versus expectation of 2905. And EBITDA margin came off very sharply to EBITDA margin came off very sharply to 3% versus expectation of 10.8% and last quarter 4.8%. So the decline is mainly led by decline in the gross margin, wherein they had seen cost inflation in both glass bottle and even also the breweries also. So overall, the result was quite declining for the uh, United Breweries. Now results for ninth of May. Apollo Tyre is likely to report number. We had seen very good numbers from MRF and C8. Both had shown substantial improvement in their margins. And similar trend may be visible in Apollo also, though the expectations are not so great, but the corresponding increase by the peers is indicating that Apollo can also report very good numbers. The expectations are that the EBITDA margin is likely to remain stable quarter on quarter, but we had seen good increase in EBITDA margins for the other players, so quite possible Apollo may also report similar type of number. Uh, Birla Corp has likely to report number on ninth, and here again, like all other cement company, the EBITDA is likely to improve because of the cost containment. The EBITDA per ton is likely to improve by around 200 rupees per ton. So result is likely to show improvement. Then Indraprasth Gas is likely to report number. Here, quarter on quarter, the numbers are likely to show improvement with revenue likely to remain stable, but EBITDA margin is likely to show improvement because the company has taken price increase in the last quarter. Then Lupin is likely to report number, then numbers are likely to be okay, wherein EBITDA margins are likely to remain stable, and also the revenue is also likely to remain stable quarter on quarter. So result will be more of a okay set of number or flattish numbers. Then Raymond is likely to report number. Here, year on year growth is expected at around 5% on revenue, and EBITDA margin is also expected year on year stable numbers. Though the stock has performed in recent past substantially, but the results are likely to be more of a okay set of numbers. Then SRF is likely to report number, and here again the numbers are likely to be showing some improvement quarter on quarter. Quarter on quarter revenues are likely to improve by around 8%, and EBITDA is also likely to improve by around 8%. Margins are likely to remain stable quarter on quarter. Then last is Westlife Food, that is Domino's, that is McDonald. Uh, the result is likely to show improvement. Year on year revenue is likely to grow by around 26%, and EBITDA is likely to grow by around 43%. So like the result is likely to be improving. That's all from us. Now I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. So in today's session, we expect prices in gold and silver to continue on the higher trajectory, and one can initiate a buy around 61 450 to 400 levels in gold, and in silver 77 700 level is a good level to enter long, and on a higher end we expect 61 800 to 62,000 on gold, and silver we expect 68 850 to 79 300 on upside. All in all, gold prices should remain positive as long as it is holding 60,900 levels, and the momentum should continue in the bullish trend. So, crude oil also one can initiate a buy for a pullback, and maintain a stop loss of 55.70. On upside, 57 50 5800 is the target we are looking for. In natural gas, prices are drifting down, and there should be some selling pressure till 165 to 162 level, which is a supportive area, and upside is capped at 175 178 levels. So one can initiate a sell around 176 and maintain a stop loss of 184. In metal front, copper, we expect some bounce back, and prices are likely to test 745, 750 levels. From there, again, selling can be expected, but for a pullback, one can buy as long as it is holding 734. Uh, in zinc also, we expect a pullback till 238, 240 levels. So buying on dips around 235 is recommended, and maintain a stop loss of 232. That's it from me. And today, currency markets are closed due to Budh Purnima. So we conclude the control here. Thank you very much.